Good evening, everyone. I'm Gabriel Garcia, and it was a busy past week here in the sports world. Today, I'll be covering the result of Sunday's big game, an update on Lindsey Vogn's condition after her leg fracture, and headlines from the NBA's trade deadline. Welcome to Hall Zone. In a decisive championship matchup at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, the Seattle Seahawks defeated the New England Patriots with a final score of 29-13 to become the NFL champions for the 2025-2026 season. Seattle jumped out with an early lead thanks to strong defense and consistent kicking as Jason Myers set a Super Bowl record by making 5 field goals, helping the Seahawks build and maintain their lead. Although Drake May had roughly 300 passing yards, the Seattle defense was relentless as they sacked the New England quarterback 6 times and forced errant throws. The deciding factor of the game was not just the defense, however. Seahawks running back Kenneth Walker III was undoubtedly named the game's MVP. Walker rushed for 135 yards on 27 carries and added 26 receiving yards for 161 total scrimmage yards. He's the first running back to win the MVP since Terrell Davis back in 1998 and in Super Bowl 32 for the Denver Broncos. The loss kept the Patriots from earning a record-breaking 7th Super Bowl title and gave Seattle its second Lombardi, their first since 2014. Besides the on-field action, the Super Bowl included high-profile entertainment with the halftime show headlined by Bad Bunny and brief appearances from Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin. The show had an estimated 135 to 142.3 million viewers, breaking the previous year's record set by Kendrick Lamar. Transitioning to the world stage, decorated U.S. skier Lindsey Vonn suffered a fracture in her left tibia during the women's downhill skiing. Roughly 12 seconds into her run, Vonn's arm got hooked on a gate, resulting in a violent twist. Vonn shut down comments saying her decision to race with an ACL injury caused the crash, stating, quote, "I was simply 5 inches too tight on my line when my right arm hooked inside the gate, twisting me and resulted in my crash," end quote. In spite of Vonn's injury, she still remains one of the most decorated skiers, earning 82 World Cup victories, which is second of all time. She became the first American woman to win gold in downhill skiing in 2010 and earned a bronze medal in the Super G in 2018. American skier Brizzy Johnson ended up winning gold in this year's downhill event, earning the first gold medal for the U.S. in the 2026 Olympics. We will take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be examining some of the chaos from last week's NBA trade deadline.
For all, forever. A promise that began 170 years ago and still guides us today. A legacy of knowledge, faith, and transformation, born of vision, built on community. We are one university with one mission, to create an immensity of future good, as Mother Seton once hoped, to prepare minds, to open doors, to lead with compassion. This is Seton Hall. Driven by purpose, united by faith, reason, and possibility. And now, a campaign to elevate every Setonian, for all, forever. A historic goal to touch every corner of our university and every member of our community. We prepare leaders through scholarship. We enrich education through immersive experience and global reach. We strengthen our cornerstones with academic excellence, research, and faith. Because every gift touches every student, today and for generations to come. For opportunity, for discovery, for community. Join us in shaping the next 170 years. For all, forever. A campaign for a greater Seton Hall.
Heading to basketball, the 2026 NBA trade deadline brought plenty of action and reshaped several team rosters, as contenders and rebuilders alike made strategic moves before the 3 p.m. deadline on February 5th. Headlines have been buzzing about James Harden's trade from the Los Angeles Clippers to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Darius Garland as well as a second-round pick. Harden, an 11-time All-Star, gives Cleveland an experienced scorer and playmaker as the team pushes deeper into the Eastern Conference playoff picture. While the Clippers get a younger star they hope becomes a long-term cornerstone. Other headline deals featured Anthony Davis and Kristaps Porzingis on the move. The Washington Wizards acquired Davis along with Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum from the Dallas Mavericks, sending a package that included Chris Middleton and several draft picks back to Dallas. A major roster overhaul for both franchises. Meanwhile, Kristaps Porzingis was sent to the Golden State Warriors from the Atlanta Hawks in exchange for Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield, giving Golden State another big body inside while Atlanta refocuses its roster. Earlier in the season, but still influential on deadline week, the Atlanta Hawks traded Trae Young to the Washington Wizards, adding another scoring guard to Washington's mix and further signaling the team's aggressive reorganizing strategy. These blockbuster trades, along with many smaller moves across the league, have shifted the balance of power for the stretch run toward the playoffs and will affect identities into the postseason. Stick around after this short break, as next we have Anchor Point, the official debate show of Hall Zone. Welcome back to Anchor Point, and today I am joined by Elijah Weintraub and Jeremy Sun. So, how you fellas doing tonight?
Great.
Great.
All right, I just want to quickly get into it. NBA trade deadline just finished this past week. What team do we think won this trade deadline?
I say the Lakers won this trade. It's one of those smaller trades that can make a big difference in this Los Angeles Lakers team, because sometimes in NBA it's not about trading for the superstar. It's more of those depth pieces and those bench guys who could really make a key difference. Because the Lakers, currently, they sit fifth place in the West, which is a stacked side of the NBA, because the East is not as good, in my opinion. But Luke Kennard, he's one of the best three-point shooters in the league. He's not Steph Curry, where he's going to get 30 points, but he has a high three-point shoot percentage, a bit over 49%. And offensively, the Lakers are one of the best teams offensively. Just defensively, they're not good. But the bench just has not been great. I believe they ranked 28th in bench points, which is just not great. And as an NBA team, you need a bench to be successful.
Absolutely. And you go to the Thunder, though? How about the Oklahoma City Thunder? Let's talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder. Jared McCain. Let's start with him first. Jared McCain. That was one of their big trades that the Oklahoma City Thunder made. He was the 16th draft pick. He's now in his second season. Fortunately, that torn UCL last year wasn't so great for him. Now, unfortunately, he's not doing the greatest with number-wise. Only 7 points he had in the last game on Monday versus the Los Angeles Lakers. The question is, can he have success? And I believe he can. I believe the Thunder made a perfect trade with him. I think he shows a lot of potential. He had a great freshman start all the way up to his injury, and I think now he's in his prime time.
Any rebuttal to that, Jeremy?
He's just injury prone. We've seen when he's at his best, he could be a great player, but I just don't agree. He's injury prone, and I just don't see he'll fit the Thunder system. Yeah, they're a great team, but they're offense first that could play defense, and I just don't agree with your takes here.
You disagree?
I disagree.
You disagree, huh?
I disagree here. I just don't agree with you.
Okay,
and
well,
I don't think they'll win the championship.
Let me tell you something, though, real quick
I don't
about
think
Mr.
they'll win the
Jared McCain.
championship.
Let me tell you something about
I
Jared
don't think they'll win it all.
How do you know he's a bad player when he only played one season? One season with the 76ers. One season. Let me tell you about that. One season. Now he's Oklahoma City Thunder. Yeah, he's not had a lot of points. No question about it. But now's his prime time. Next year, he'll be ready to go. Even more fired up. I'm ready to see Jared McCain go.
I kind of want to follow up on this topic of the trade deadline. Do we think that these teams that made the moves are going to propel them to a championship level, or are these just kind of smaller moves that they're going to keep building upon? What do we think, Jeremy?
Easily. The Lakers got a three-point shooter because they're not a great defensive team, but they know how to score. And we saw last night against the Thunder, They almost beat the Thunder without Luka Doncic, one of the best players in the NBA. And when Luka's healthy, don't be surprised if the Lakers win a championship. They will win a championship. And they will knock out the Thunder in the playoffs. And don't be surprised when they do.
Let me tell you something real quick. The Los Angeles Lakers are 5th place in the league. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they're number 1. Yes, no problem. Jared McCain, I'm going to go back to him again. Yeah, he might only had 7 points last night in Monday's game. Doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean nothing. I have a feeling he's going to help this team. Oklahoma's going to be number 1. Oklahoma is going to show potential. What do the Lakers got? LeBron James? Oh, I'm LeBron James. I don't care. I don't care. I have this feeling Oklahoma City Thunder is going to repeat. They showed it last year. They're going to do it again.
What do you think about that, Jeremy?
So what? The best season in the best record in regular season? Does that mean anything? No. Look at the previous teams in the NBA history. Look at the 2017 Warriors. They had the best record in NBA history. And guess who beat them? You know who beat them? LeBron. LeBron beat them. Down 3-1. I know he's not prime LeBron, but down 3-1. He has experience. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And I don't think you know what you're talking about here.
I don't know what to talk about.
And look at Luke Kennard. 3-point shooting. 3-point shooting. And the Thunder overpaid 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. Yeah, they won a championship last year, but their next few years, they're going to struggle without those draft picks.
The third hour of the Today Show just started. That was bad. Let me tell you. I don't care. I don't care about the past. The past is in the past. Let it go. Do we have to start singing Frozen? Do I have to start singing Frozen? I don't care. I'm about to start singing Frozen. Oklahoma City Thunder are champions. They got talented players. Let me tell you, Shane Gilgeous-Alexander. That's one of their key stars to Oklahoma City's success, and they got it.
All right, I kind of want to shift over to the Olympics, and I know this week hockey is starting up. Who do we think is the best team going into this tournament for the Olympics in hockey?
USA, easily. Yeah, Canada's won the last several tournaments, but easily USA. We got the most stacked offensive team ever. Ever. We got Austin Matthews, not too long ago, 69 goals, multiple 50-plus goal seasons. We got Connor Hellebuck in net. Multiple Vezina trophies, which is the best goaltender in the league for the season. And he won the Hart Trophy last year. Most valuable player. And you know how hard that is to do as a goaltender. Put up those type of numbers consistently, year after year. And he's the first goalie to ever win the Hart Trophy since 2015, Carey Price. And you know how good Carey Price was for those bad Montreal Canadiens? Insane. He's up to that Carey Price level. Plus, you got guys like Brady Tkachuk. He's a smaller guy, but he plays like he's 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". With that, was it about a 5'11"? He's gritty. We saw last year at the Four Nations tournament how gritty he could play. And like I said, Austin Matthews, who could score. You also got guys like Jack Eichel, who can score, but he's also a really good playmaker. He's had point seasons where he's had 90-point seasons. And defensively, you got guys, scratches like Jackson Lacombe, who's a scratch. And when he does, if he has a chance to play, he knows how to move that puck well, and he knows how to score. Because the game has changed, especially with those defensemen. They know how to score.
Oh, Canada! Because that's who's going to win the Olympics. I don't care if the other university just heard me, because oh, Canada indeed. Guess who's the star players of that team? Jordan Binnington. He was phenomenal last year in goal for Canada, and I cannot wait to see him. You have Sidney Crosby, McDavid, McKinnon, and when they win, they're going to be saying a little Bad Bunny. Un selfie, say cheese. Let me tell you about that one.
I mean, I want to kind of make a point here. It's a lot of these players are playing the NHL, and I know the Olympics are a different rule set with the international rules. Do we think that these rule changes are going to affect these players?
Absolutely. What we saw in Four Nations Face-Off, we saw 3 fights within 9 seconds. 9 seconds, we saw 3 fights. 9 seconds, you saw 3 fights. It was unbelievable. Yeah. I cried because we finally got non-hockey fans to watch a hockey game. You can't fight in Olympics because if you fight in Olympics, nah, hey, goodbye. You're out. That's it. Yeah. The game's over for you. Yeah. That's just going to ruin your team. Give me a reason why that I have to sit there, watch these games 6 o'clock in the morning. Because, again, the games are in Italy. Let's keep that in mind for our folks at home. The games are in Italy. Why should I get up if I can't watch a fight? When I watched USA Canada last year, 3 fights in 9 seconds. I will repeat that again. 3 fights in 9 seconds. Keep that in mind. We also have games on streaming services. Am I going to download a streaming service to watch a game when there's no fights? I want to sit there and watch a game where I could see competitive action, great goaltending, and of course the fights, especially when you have guys like Chuck at it and everything else. USA, what do they got?
Do you think these rule changes are going to affect anything?
It will affect things, but even without fighting, USA will rough up Canada because Canada, they can't take a hit. They can hit you back, but they can't take a hit back. Like to Chuck, he'll make sure the Canadian team cannot touch the puck. Like you put a guy like that, like Canada's going to go whine about it.
Canada, really? They're going to whine about it?
Yeah, they're going to whine about it.
Whine about it.
Whine about it.
Whine about it. Because when we had the Four Nations tournament last year, we had 4 teams. Who won that tournament? Oh, Canada! Oh, Canada won! Oh, Canada, oh, Canada, oh, Canada! They won that tournament, and they won it proudly in overtime. What does the USA got to show? That they can drop the gloves and start pow, pow, pow. No more of that this year. What does USA got? What does the USA got that Canada don't? Canada has the players, has the talent. Most important, like I said in my last take, they got goaltending, and that's key.
And to kind of, keep it on the same topic of the world stage, but shifting sports, going to the WBC, I think it's starting in March in a couple of weeks here. Who do we have being the best team coming into this tournament? Jeremy, if you want to start.
Easily Dominican Republic. USA, they just don't have, they may look good on paper, but they're injury prone. And you got guys like Juan Soto, who is in the conversation for NL MVP this past season in MLB for the Mets. Yeah, he had a slow start, but towards the end, he had a decently high batting average while getting on base. And you got guys like Fernando Tatis Jr., he could play shortstop or the outfield. And we've seen him. He has power. He has speed. He could do it all. Yeah. And you got power guys, Junior Caminero. He was in the home run derby for a reason. And you got guys on US like Clayton Kershaw. Yeah, he's had multiple Cy Young awards, but he's old. Griffin Jax, I don't think he'll get it done. USA, Byron Buxton. He's too old. He's injury prone. Pete Crow Armstrong, he's not experienced enough at the WBC. Cal Raleigh, he's inexperienced at the WBC. You got a lot of guys good on paper, but they have no experience at the WBC. And some of these guys, they're going to have pitch limits. You got Skeens and Screwball, high velocity. It's going to have more tear and wear on their arm, especially best of best. They're going to be injury prone. They don't. The Godwins have.
I completely agree with you about the USA, but I disagree with you when it comes to Dominican Republic winning, because the clear winner is Japan. They won the tournament in 2023, and let me tell you, they got the stars. The stars are out, and they're here to play. You got Otani, Yamamoto, Kamichi. That's just pitching. That's just pitching. I didn't even go to the rest of the roster. And not just that, they have a great supporting staff. Yu Darvish. They are an incredibly talented team. They have the experience. They know what it is to win. And especially you have guys like Yamamoto and Otani, who are on a Dodgers team that's already loaded after this trade deadline season, whatever we just went through this past summer and break, whatever we had. Yeah. And now they have a World Championship in the back of their shoulder, heading in to next season. Powerful. Ready to go. And now they're going to head into this tournament with Japan and win it.
What do you think of the Japanese team, Jeremy?
Guess what? Yu Darvish, he's not going to play. There goes one arm already. Plus, you got Roki Sasaki. He was one of the best players for that Dodgers team at the closer role. And he's not on the roster, but look at the Dominican Republic. You got Julio Rodriguez, a 5'2" player. He's better than Mike Trout.
And?
Wow.
Better than prime Mike Trout.
Wow.
And?
He's better than prime Mike Trout, a 5-tool player. Did you see what he did? Did you see what he did for the Mariners this season? They went on a deep run. They were 1 game away from the World Series, and he carried them. He carried them.
Do you know who Ohtani is and Yamamoto? Because they're the stars. And have you seen Ohtani with the Dodgers? If you're telling me that he's not going to be the star player, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. I cannot explain to you what it means to play good baseball if you don't understand how good of a player Ohtani is and Yamamoto and how the key to success is.
I mean, I think looking at both of these teams, they're both really great teams, and respectively in their own opinion. But do we think that, Japan's style, more discipline, more pitching, is that going to really correlate, not really correlate, but is DR's, more raw power, athleticism, how is that going to play in the tournament's, pool?
Yeah, absolutely. I just think that they are really a talented team in Japan, and I think that they're really deep on the pitching, and that's what's really going to help them.
Yeah.
And they're also really good on the defensive side, and I think that's what's going to help Japan go even further. And they got the home field advantage, if you will, because they're playing in Tokyo.
Yeah.
That's a key right there. Dominican Republic, they're in Miami, Florida. That's the United States of America. That ain't Dominican Republic.
Well, I do want to add, Miami, Florida has that high population of Hispanics. So.
Okay, great. That's fine. No problem about that. But Japan has home field advantage.
Yeah.
Miami's not home field advantage for the Dominican Republic. That's not home field advantage. Might be, if you consider it, but it's not. Great talk to you.
So what if it's home field advantage or not? So what? They've won a World Baseball Classic in the past before. Have they not? Have they not?
Japan is a winning team. Japan won last year in 2023.
Hit them where it hurts. Outpitch them. Sandy Alcantara, 2022 Cy Young. He won the Cy Young Award. We can outpitch them. The Dominican Republic, outpitch them.
Friends, 2023. Hold up this side right here. I don't know if you could see it. 2023. That's the last time Japan won the championship. And let me tell you, they're ready to go. They are ready to go. They got their chip in the back of their shoulder heading into this WBC. They're ready to go. They got the stars. They're lined up. What does Dominican Republic have? I don't care if it was 3 years ago. I don't care. Because that's still in the back of their mind. Because that tournament was just like yesterday.
They got a bullpen. And do you know what a bullpen means? Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, no outs. Carlos Estevez will get a save. You also got Gregory Soto, a high-velocity arm. And guess what? We're going to see a lot of strikeouts. Like I said, Japan, high strikeout rate. A bullpen will get you out of games, and Japan does not have a bullpen. Estevez, 42 saves. 42. Do you see this? 42 saves. Leads the MLB in saves. And guess what? That's going to be Japan. Strikeout. Dominican Republic wins the WBC. You're out of here.
All right. I mean, wow. And I just want to finish, our closing remarks, just a brief sentence on what this WBC has in store for us. Elijah, if you want to.
We're in for Japan, for great pitching, for a great game. We're in for a great series. And since we're doing this paper toss thing, because that just seems like the common theme for tonight, when Japan wins again, hold up 2023, hold up 2026, because here comes the pitching. Here comes another win.
Jeremy, your closing remarks here.
Go Dominican Republic. You're going to be so wrong. And we're going to rewind back at how wrong you were.
I'll be right.
All
I'll be
right.
right, let me tell you.
And I'll do it for us here at Anchor Point, the official debate show of Hall Zone. Stay tuned, as next we'll bring it over to Deckside Chats.
Welcome to Deckside Chats, the show where we discuss the hottest topics in the sports world. Today, I am joined alongside Matthew Malchiotti and Cameron Price. So guys, let's get into our first topic, right? We have the Super Bowl. There's a lot going on. We got the game. We got the performance. What do we want to start with?
I mean, really, we should start from like the very beginning of the Super Bowl. I mean, like everyone's been talking about the game. I feel like we should mention, everything before that. I mean, Green Day performed pretty well, I would say. Charlie Puth probably gave one of the best renditions of the national anthem probably since Whitney Houston. You can argue with me about that, but it was just a beautiful, and that shot that everyone has been talking about with like the planes flying over, beautiful.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
What else? The game itself, honestly, probably one of the more boring Super Bowls in my opinion.
Yeah,
We did not see any touchdowns until the fourth quarter. It's been kick fest ever since up until the third quarter. It was just a rather boring Super Bowl in my opinion. And there's a certain someone I know that's going to be very upset when I mention Drake May's stats, but he went 27 and 43 with a 62.8% pass completion rate for 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I just got to say, it probably was not Drake May's best game on. Yeah. Especially since the Patriots, they didn't score until the fourth quarter. But, I mean, it was just a crazy, Super Bowl. And passing yards, it was just not really all that much. I mean, for both teams, I should say. And really... rushing yards as well. That's where the Patriots also struggled too. So
I agree with you, whole Drake May. It was not a good game for him. It was one of the most. It was not a very good passing game for him. 2 interceptions. Absolutely. He did get 2 touchdowns at the end there, but it wasn't enough. As much as a lot of people want to criticize Drake May about his performance, it wasn't like his regular season MVP season. I also want to talk about Will Campbell and the offensive line. They didn't really do much to help Drake in the situation. Drake loves his moon balls. He loves throwing it deep, but what do you call the defense nickname? The dark side for Seattle. They just got him every single play. Every single play, he always was rushing out of the pocket. Will Campbell allowed 14 pressures on 53 dropbacks. And I just have to say, for a round 1 top pick, you have to do better than that.
Absolutely,
for sure. I agree.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts?
So I actually just want to talk about the Super Bowl performance, right? Because that was the one thing I saw. I'm not gonna lie. Bad Bunny, he did his big one. I feel like the performance was great. It was so much culture in there. I just absolutely enjoyed it. Yeah,
I also enjoyed it. Did you actually see that all the bushes were people inside the
Yes. Oh my gosh, I saw so many Instagram videos of that. That was crazy.
I also saw some celebrities made the stage. Also, I saw Pedro Pascal. I saw Ronald Acuna Jr. was there, which is awesome.
I didn't know that.
And actually, Bad Bunny had 135 million viewers, which I saw was most ever for a Super Bowl halftime show. So congrats to Bad Bunny. He really deserves it. Very talented artist.
Absolutely.
So I think we should probably move on to the NDSU to FBS. Who wants to start that, guys?
I mean, really, it's exciting to see more teams in the FBS level, especially, a state that has not had any FBS experience. Really, now, Minnesota is not going to be the most northern team in FBS level, and this comes just, straight after Delaware and Missouri State joined in 2025. It's always exciting seeing more teams in college football, in my opinion, and the Mountain West absolutely needed more teams, especially with them losing all those schools from the Mountain West to rebuild the Pac-12.
Yeah.
And another thing is that this team is not just some run-of-the-mill any random team that's just getting promoted or something like that. This team won 10 national championships from 2011 to 2024, and they left in an insane run. They show that they can compete. They show that they really need more competition.
I agree with you there. I saw that the school will also be paying $12.5 million to join the conference, which is honestly good for them. I'm very proud of them. And I've heard from the commissioner, Gloria Nevarez, the start quote, "The Bison bring a championship mindset and bold vision for growth that aligns with unwavering commitment to the excellence of the Mountain West," end quote, which I really do agree. I saw some highlights here and there, and they're legit. I really think they can make a run for their money. They can't do any bowl games yet unless no teams are bowl eligible. They can't do college football playoffs yet. But as soon as that happens, that's going to be amazing. Like, I feel like they're going to make a run for the money.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the whole thing about not being able to compete until 2028, that's kind of a dumb rule in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
agree.
mean, this team can absolutely compete, and honestly, it's a little unfair if you ask me that they aren't allowed to compete. I mean, they haven't played a single FBS game yet, so we'll have to see like how they do in FBS. I mean, they may do really good. They can go 16-0. They might do really bad, so we'll just have to wait and see.
What do you feel like, if you could guess, what do you feel like your predictions would be?
I feel like year one they'll probably start maybe their first ever season, like maybe third or fourth in the Mountain West. Because Mountain West, Boise State's going to be out of it, so really it's going to be like Hawaii. They have to worry about the Rainbow Warriors and such. So
yeah, I feel like they're gonna struggle here and there since this is their first real taste of at like high level college football. But I feel like they're gonna get used to it. I feel like this is gonna bring more transfer students into their team, which there will be. Which make it a star-studded team. It's going to be very exciting to watch. I'm very excited.
I can argue that we can probably see more transfers, like transfer pools and going to NDSU, especially since like the Mountain West is sort of like, a little bit of a lower conference to some people, but I mean, it's still a competitive conference to say the least as well. So
I do agree with you there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And our last topic, guys, I heard this was like stirring up some conflict here. The World Baseball Classic. How do we even start this?
Cameron, I'm going to let you start.
So first, I want to talk about the Team USA powerhouse. We have a new Captain America from the New York Yankees, Aaron Judge. As a Yankees fan myself, I love that. I'm very proud of him. Very excited to watch him play. We also have Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Paul Skeens, Skubal for the 1-2 punch, which is going to be amazing. We have Mason Miller also as our closer. Cal Riley, also an MVP star. Bobby Witt Jr., a young guy. I feel like this could be the team that can take back the championship and beat Japan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, USA right now, they're favorites to win the championship. It is a little disappointing not seeing Mike Trout on this, Jersey zone as well. So it is really sad, but I mean, I definitely do believe that, Alex Bregman, Skubal, Paul Skeens, Aaron Judge, like they can definitely get it done. They're favorites to win by like plus 100 right now, so they're like really guaranteed compared to like, let's say Japan or the Dominican Republic, which are also like follow-ups. But Team USA, I mean, like if they really want to compete, they have to win their their pool like games as well, because like I believe I'm not sure exactly which pool they're in, but they really need to focus on like being the best in their pool if they want to have like any like chance of beating any of these teams.
I also want to touch on the fact of Team Puerto Rico. They're losing 3 of their big stars. They're losing Lindor to an injury. They're losing Correa because of an insurance issue. And they also lost Javier Baez to a failed drug test. I've been questioning, like, will they, even as stacked their team they are, they still have Nolan Arenado, they still have Edwin Diaz. There's still a possibility that might lose their pool against Panama, Cuba, Colombia. It's a scary time right now for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, and like as a Mets fan myself, it's really horrible to see Lindor out. I really hope he makes a speedy recovery soon. And really, like I definitely think Puerto Rico still has a shot. Like you said, they still have Edwin Diaz, which Edwin Diaz, like he did get injured the last World Baseball Classic because he was jumping, like celebrating with a big win. But like still, as long as their guys can stay healthy, they can definitely make a push for like contending.
I actually did a pool prediction winner. I said Pool A, Puerto Rico will win it. Pool B, USA. Pool C, of course, Japan. Yeah. They're the big power dogs. And I said Pool D is going to be Dominican Republic. But in my prediction to win it all, I think USA has it.
I absolutely agree with you. What do you think actually, who do you think they go up against to win? Because I know my favorites, like Japan and such, but like I really do think the Dominican Republic will like make a push.
I really do think so also. I think Dominican Republic will upset Japan. They have a stacked lineup. They have Julio Rodriguez, Juan Soto. Yeah. They have the weapons to make to win the championship, to win the World Baseball Classic. but let's see if they can put it together.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Good. All right, and that'll do it for us here on Hall Zone. Make sure to follow our Instagram down below. This has been Sanaya Jones alongside Matthew Malchiotti and Cameron Price. Thank you for watching.